So today I'm talking about, operators in Python concept. So now, firstly, you guys are from different background. If someone would ask you that, how can you define an operator? An operator. Yeah. Prashita, can you tell me how can you define an operator? I think Nitesh, Prashant, Vaibhav. Just I'm asking you, arithmetic operators, comparison operators in mathematics you have seen, right? If your children would ask you that, Mummy, what does it mean of operator? How can you explain them? There is a situation, right? Vaibhav?
Sir, operator is a symbol which is used to compare or multiply or add something two or more operands.
Yes, great, great. No, absolutely. An operator is a symbol which has, predefined meaning. Every operator has predefined purpose. Plus, if you say it is to be performed this sum. And obviously minus, it is to perform subtraction. Isn't it? If you say this star, it will be perform this, obviously, to perform the multiplication, right? Every operator, let's suppose if I say dollar, what does it mean? It's a special symbol, dollar. This symbol has made USA dollar. It is the currency note. It is the currency name designated symbolically for the US dollars. Are you clear? Everything will be treated as an operator which has a predefined meaning. According to that only it will work. Such an operators already we have seen in mathematics, right? An operators basically mathematically seen. Now what we are doing, we are transforming whatever the mathematically we have seen to be transformed and implement through the programming. See, programming is derived from mathematics. Yes or no? You can perform the A plus B manually. You can also perform the, let's suppose, AB. It is a mathematical way for multiplication. Product of A and B. What is the programmatic way? A asterisk B is the programmatic way. Programming style we can say. So while learning the programming, in Telugu, let's suppose, నీ పేరు ఏంటి? Subject, article, prepositions, verbs. The position of them will be changed when you ask in English. నీ పేరు ఏంటి? అలాగనే ఇంగ్లీష్లో అడుగుతావా? No. What is your name? The words are going to be interchanged. Are you clear? In Hindi, tera naam kya hai? Some more words are going to be included. In Malayalam, in Tamil, in Kannada, things are changed. So programming while you are learning, some syntaxes would change, trying to be inculcate to be learn accordingly. Don't be always compare mathematically, I understand like that. Why programming is behaving like that? Never. Whatever mathematically you have inspected or learned, the same outputs produced by programming too. But the only one reason, what is the reason basically? Rashida, can you tell me why we need to learn programming even though the human can able to perform mathematically, all the problems can be solved? Tell me why the reason is that? Yes, time will be plays important role. Space is also plays an important role. Yes or no? Time and space are very important. Let's suppose If I ask you if you would like to perform, yes or no, something called as how much time it takes for you? I think it will take a little reasonably more time to do that. System 0.00001 nanosecond it will take to perform it. Clear? Which means that human capabilities or potentiality is very negligible when there are complex problems to be solved. Manually we can solve, programmatically also we can solve. Therefore, we are not learning the things which was not there in mathematics. We are in fact solving the problem. See, if you wanted to, if I ask you to calculate the speed of the car, how do you calculate? Isn't it? Speed you wanted to calculate. Time, distance divided by, obviously speed we are going to take. Time. Yes or no? And strictly speaking, you will be having there is a S is equal to ut plus half at square. This is a mathematical formula. According to your perception, can you tell me how do you, everybody knows the programming here. Prashant and Nitesh, I think you know the programming, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the mathematical representation. Quickly, can you tell me how do you represent it in programmatic? Tell me. Will you write directly like that? It doesn't work. Tell me how do you change this particular syntax of this expression into programmatic way? Tell me. I think you have seen in C language, C++, Java, everywhere you have seen. Nitesh, I think you are the BTech third year, right?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
We are taking two or more variables for assigning values and then taking the products in another variable, sir.
Can you tell me directly? S is equal to?
S is equal to 12535 point.
No. Just you tell me firstly, we are not giving an input. Later we can define
Okay,
the
sir.
input and programmatically
S
we
is equal to U.
S is equal to
Y equal to T.
no, I'm expecting one operator to be included here. What is that? UT you cannot write directly.
Oh, oh,
See,
multiplication operator, sir.
exactly.
Asterisk.
Multiplication operator asterisk UT
Uh,
less half is going to be represented as 0.5 into A, isn't it? Into
yes, sir.
T into T. T into T. This is a programmatic representation. Are you clear? Like, you can see the Boolean algebra. Boolean algebra, x square divided by 2 plus y square divided by 3. Like that, you will find a lot of expressions. You must know how mathematically you are understanding, even equivalent programmatic way to represent, you must know. Because the programming does not perform the mathematical representation directly. It's a conceptual based way. Let's suppose, can you tell me now PTR by 100? What is this formula? Simple interest. I is equal to PTR by 100. Yes or no? So obviously, how do you expand this particular formula? Can you tell me quickly? In programmatic way. I is equal to P asterisk T asterisk R. You can keep, if possible, try to keep in a bracket meaningfully and divide it by 100. Yes or no? So this is the programmatic way representation. This is the mathematical expression. See, according to program A, B, is not equal to A and B. AB means it's a mathematical way. A star B means it is a programmatic way. That's a difference that is supposed to be understand that. Like similar way, if you go ahead with a programmatic way, I'll tell you one case. A plus equal to 2. What does it mean? Is this a valid expression? Prashant and online people, can you tell me, Gautam, Nitish, Prashant and Venukumar, could you tell me A plus equal to 2 is a valid expression according to mathematics?
Yes.
Yes or no?
No, sir.
Yes.
Mathematically not possible.
So this expression is mathematically invalid. But programmatically it is valid. Can you tell me the expansion of A plus is equal to 2? You tell me. Well, how can you expand this A plus is equal to 2? Tell me, no. There is an expansion, right? Yeah, can anyone tell me from online? Prashant, Gautam, Nitish and Venu, can you tell me how do you expand this A plus is equal to 2? It is mathematical, right? It is a programmatic way. How can you say that in a mathematical way? A is equal to A plus 2 is going to be a mathematical way. This is same. Lakshman, where do you try? Sir. Right? Like, as per Python, before Python, many people, you guys have learned already C++, Java at college level. You might have heard that will be a plus plus comma minus minus operators in C++ Java. Plus plus operator will be treated as a post or pre-increment operator. Minus minus will be treated as a pre or post decrement operators. In Python, there are no such operators or exist. Therefore, wherever an expression to be evaluated with the help of plus plus and minus minus, we do replace with this kind of a shorthand assignment operators. That with a hands-on experience, I'll tell you, it's a one kind of an expression, one kind of an operator too. Are you clear? So I think there is an operators concept is very important. So let me classify. Operators in Python. Quickly, you tell me mathematically how many operators you know. Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic. What are the operators you have learned from mathematics? Plus is to perform sum. Minus is to perform the subtraction. This symbol basically, informally we call it as a star. But formally, mathematically or programmatically, we must call it as an asterisk. This is the name of this particular operator. This is to be performed multiplication. But mathematically, we use this particular operator for symbolic notation. But formally, through the programming language, this symbol is X. Yes or no? See, you have to be very careful while we learn this particular certain things. Because, there is a concept is called as a regular expression. Whatever the operators we learned in operators concept, they have a different meaning in the regular expressions. Plus over here, we call it as a sum. There will be call it as a positive closure operator. zero occurrence, at least one occurrence and more than one occurrence, we call it as. It behaves overloaded operator, we can say. So kindly understand that, why I'm just elaborating in a detailed manner, you have to be very thoroughly, you have to understand them. Clear? Okay. Then the next operator is a division operator. This is forward slash operator. This is also known as a division operator. Generally in mathematics, which operator we are going to use? This operator we are going to use. Above this line will be call it as a numerator. Below will be call it as a denominator. So mathematically, programmatically, little difference would be there. Kindly you do understand. Sometimes we do use this operator. This operator is backslash operator. Two backslashes we have used right somewhere where? Huh? To get? No. Two forward slashes will be floor division operator. Two backslashes we have used somewhere where it is. Huh? That is also forward slashes. See, Prashant, Nitesh, can you tell me where you have used two backslashes? Somewhere you have used. Where you have used? Can you recollect and tell me? Am I asking very difficult questions for you? Nitesh, I think you are pursuing student, right? Can you tell me where you have used this particular thing? Or else I'll do one thing. HTTPS, will use sometimes. In networking,
Escape.
more and more these operators. Sir, no. In networks, you might remember or not. If you apply the, what is called command prompt, Python command prompt, you would get this particular operator. Even 3. Do you see that particular operators? See, these are all context-based operators. So mathematically, very few operators. But now it's time to try to learn other than those particular operators, because programmatically many problems will be solved which was not solved by mathematically. That's what the programming is more powerful than mathematics. Are you clear? That's what, there are hybrid models. A lot of models we have actually. Why we call it as hybrid model? Why can't we solve the problem in a single level? Why do we require multiple steps to be solve the problem? Programmatically, we can call them as an algorithm. We can call them as a flow chart. Because with a single step, we cannot perform the particular operations. Yes or no? See, you wanted to filter the water. Tell me how many layers will be there to filter the water? You are using purifier at home, right? Even the bore water, if you go for the purifier, after the water will be undergone with many layers, will be get purified the water and will be have nicely. We cannot remark also. Does it happen in a single step? Never. Yes or no? See, very closely we have to observe, and mathematically also we have to understand accordingly. Okay. So let us, understand that. Okay. Now there is an operator is called as a division operator. To perform, tell me a division operator returns what? If you perform the 50 divided by 2, what is output you are going to get? See, Prashant and Nitesh, I'm asking questions to you also. I think, is that my demonstration is very interactive, or am I troubling you?
Interactive. Interactive, sir.
Yeah, please, I'm just, it's not a one way to prove that I'm a great intelligent than you. I think you might be more IQ levels you have more than me. Please, just I'm testing, because being a teacher, it's my responsibility to clear the doubts. But still, I'm not getting certain answers from you, which means you are, I think, over knowledge you have. I think, right? Okay, so this is going to coefficient is going to be written when you are performing a division between numerator and denominator, we can say. Whereas I'll be asking you, what is this operator? This operator mathematically percentile operator. Whereas programmatically mod operator, modulus. Correct. So please, మీరు mathematical నేర్చుకున్న దాంట్లో దాన్ని ఒకలాగా పిలుస్తారు. Programmatically, you will call them as in one way. Just I want it to be differentiate because whenever you are being a software engineer, we should not call the words just like that. Function, there is a word in programmatic. That's a word is a generalized we use in day-to-day life also. Marriage function, birthday function, anniversary function. If I ask you the definition of function, how can you define? Can you tell me? Yes or no? ప్రశ్న చెప్పు. మ్యారేజ్ ఫంక్షన్ అనుకుందాం. మ్యారేజ్ ని పక్కన పెట్టే ఫంక్షన్ ని మీ తమ్ముడు అడిగినాడు, నువ్వు ఎట్లా చెప్తావు? సి ప్రాయర్షిత యాజ్ అ సిబ్లింగ్, హర్ బ్రదర్, what he is studying now? 7th class. He is very good at machine learning, data science, Python, all these he will talk. 7th class student. He attended my demo also. Very nicely will talk English. His IQ levels are probably beyond your stages. He came for demonstration. Let's suppose your brother might ask you, Akka, please, how can I define a function? If they ask, being a graduated man, you're supposed to be explained that, right? How do you define? So there is a lot of ambiguity. Really, I'm seeing these days. People are look like very smart. Their vocabulary, their communication, very, very fluently they would talk. But why not now? Why not you are able to explain me that how can you define small things, right? Program అనేది ఏంటి అందరూ తెలుసు. ఎవ్రీబడి నోస్. ప్రోగ్రామ్ అంటే ఒక 5th క్లాస్ స్టూడెంట్ నువ్వు డినో ప్రోగ్రామ్ అన్నావు అనుకో, వాట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్? బర్త్డే ప్రోగ్రామా? అలానే అంటారు వాళ్ళు. ఎందుకంటే దే డజంట్ నో దిస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ వర్డ్ ఈస్ వెరీ క్వైట్ కామన్ వర్డ్ ఇన్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ లాంగ్వేజ్. C++ వాటిలలోనే మనం ప్రోగ్రామ్ అని క్వైట్ కామన్గా యూజ్ చేస్తాం. కానీ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అనేది ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ వర్డ్ కాదు. ఇది అరే. There is a word called array, right? Being a BTech student or being a BSc student, whenever you are learning arrays concept in C programming, Java or C++, you will have your own definition. వాళ్ళని కాకుండా నువ్వు వేరే వాళ్ళని అడుగు అరే అంటే ఏనని. What do you say? How can you define? Vaibhav, can you define what exactly array? Generalized way you define me. Programmatically you define me. Mathematically you define me. Generally, array is a mathematical word. How can you define? In a single sentence I'm talking about. Don't tell me story. I have evaluated one paper, during my PhD. My guide used to give me his papers and try to evaluate BTech papers. One fellow has written 2 pages of information about definition of array. What you are going to write? Will you write? చెప్పండి, ఒక్క సెంటెన్స్ లో చెప్పండి. హౌ కెన్ యూ డిఫైన్ అరే? ప్రశాంత్ అంటే ఐఎమ్ ఎక్స్పెక్టింగ్ నితేష్. Nitesh, can you define me what do you mean by array?
So array means it's a homogeneous data type which is used to store the same data type values in it.
If a 3rd class student would ask you, are they understand this definition?
Sir, I will say them in a different way, sir.
Oh yeah, tell me other way.
Array means a group of values stored in rows and columns.
Yeah, that is also called as a 2-dimensional array.
Yes, sir.
See, if we make them to sit the students in a roll number wise, that is also called as array, right?
Yes,
If we
sir.
organize the elements or objects or human or students to be sit in a sequential manner with a proper allocated roll number, we can say that it is an array. Are you clear? According to C language, array is the homogeneously organized elements. According to the Python, there is a list data structure which is a heterogeneous. It's not a homogeneous. It allows integer data type, it allows the float, it allows the string, it allows the boolean. Miscellaneous data types can be combined together, we can create as a list. Very clear? See guys, I'm not degrading you. I'm still, identifying the students are very few are good at understanding the terminologies. More majority of the people still not able to define exactly in a scientific manner. So if you go for the interviewer, so interviewer would expect that what scientifically he knows, that would expect from you. ఒకడు అరే అంటే ఏం రాశాడు? The person, my friend who stand very far away from me, for to call them, I'll call as a అరే ఇట్రారా అని అంటాం కదా, అలా రాసినాడు డెఫినేషన్. యూనో ఈ మధ్య కాలంలో మీరు ఎక్సెల్ అంటే ఏంటంటే సర్ఫ్ ఎక్సెల్ లో ఎక్సెల్ ఇట్లా ఇవన్నీ కొత్త కొత్త డెఫినేషన్ ఉంటాయి. మీరు ప్రాపర్ గా చూడండి. ఈ ఈ ప్రాపర్ గా మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. దిస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ కాల్డ్ టర్మినాలజీస్. రైట్. ఏటీఎం, వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫుల్ ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ ఏటీఎం? ఆటోమేటిక్ టెల్లర్. ఓకే, దాన్నే బ్యాంకింగ్ డొమైన్ లో ఏటీఎం. కంప్యూటర్స్ డొమైన్ లో ఎనీబడి ఈస్ ఫ్రమ్ కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్? Nitish, are you from computer science, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you expand what is the full form of ATM?
I don't know, sir.
No. Have you read computer networks?
I have read, sir, but
You once recollect. Asynchronous transfer mode. ATM full form. Are you clear?
yes. Yes, sir. Now
OSI.
clear.
Can you tell me what is the full
Oh,
form of ASCII? These are all very standard fundamentals. Can you tell me what is the full form of ASCII? ASCII.
I have to recollect, sir. Of 2 sems over. Before 2 sems it came.
No, just it's probably you might have read somewhere. Yes, please. See, I'm not asking you beyond your level of questions. I think these questions you should answer. And if not, still you have to learn a very strong